Hello, hello, and happy Thursday. I hope that you're having a great day so far. I know it's still early. Well, it might be later where you're listening from. Today, right now, it's 9:39 here in Las Vegas, sunny Las Vegas. And yeah, it's a great day so far for me, other than just a couple of little computer glitches, which I had to work through. I found myself getting my heart palpitations going a little bit, and I had to calm myself down, step back and saying I have no control over what I don't have control over, to just relax, let it happen. It's going to be okay. So today I want to talk to you about how fear is among the most powerful of all emotions, and our emotions are far more powerful than thoughts. Good morning. My name is Leslie Gaudette, and I'm an empowerment coach. I help my clients learn to spot the triggers so that they can manage their emotions and get back to what's important, which is living a great life, right? Pursuing your dreams and aspirations and living a great life. So again, what I wanted to talk to you about today was fear. So see, my board back here is talking about triggers and how triggers fuel our emotions drive our responses, and which our actions are, whatever our actions are, however we respond, we reap a byproduct of our responses, our reward. So today I wanted to talk to you about fear. Fear can overcome even the strongest parts of our intelligence. Logic will not even be given or allowed a seat at the table, so to speak, once we allow our fear to take over. So how does fear manage our emotions? Well, through some research I did, I came across an article that states, quote, once the fear pathways are ramped up, the brain short circuits more rational processing paths and reacts immediately to signals from the amygdala. While fear can play tricks with your memory and your perception of reality, it also affects your body. So that was the quote that I came across. Fear can affect your ability to believe in your abilities. Fear can affect your ability to manage your emotions. From fear can come anxiety, anger, resentment, self-doubt, self-sabotaging beliefs, limiting beliefs, lack mindset. So let's talk about fear, managing your emotions based around limiting beliefs. I'm going to use a business, like someone as a business startup, okay? So say you're starting your own company and you go looking for answers on how to do that. You start researching and you come to find out that there was more to it than you just coming up with an idea. Like there's a lot more work to it. And you start thinking about the information that you came across while researching. There's branding, knowing who you are, what you do, why you do it, and who you serve, and what sets you apart from everyone else in the industry, what makes you stand out, makes you unique. Then there's marketing, photos, your business name, your logo, your messaging. There's social media. Which platforms do you use? What will work for you? Where's your target audience? Where do they spend most of their time? And then maybe there's a website, and maybe that comes with a blog. Again, it comes back to your target audience. You need to get really super clear on where are they? What are their pain points? What problem do you solve? Then there's launching. And I don't know about you, but it sounds like a lot, right? Thing is, fear has no problem stepping in and taking over and enhancing your emotions. Your emotions may be around self-doubt, worry, and anxiety, all around those things I just talked about, around your limiting beliefs around all those things that I talked about, because you start believing that you have too much to do, like that's what I have to do to get this accomplished. And then you start thinking this isn't going to work anyways. And then your emotions around self-doubt saying, no way I can even do this. There's this much to do because I'm not good enough, or I won't be good enough to compete with what's already out there, who's already out there. The thing is, you don't have to compete. You just have to be unique in your approach. And you already are, because you're you. No one else is like you. There might be similar characteristics, similarities in how you approach things, but you are ultimately you. Someone's going to resonate with you more than they'll resonate with someone else, right? So now, of course, I would suggest, if you are starting a business, that you do actually get yourself a business coach, someone who's been there, done that, Someone that has already forged the path that you're now approaching, that you're getting ready to partake in. Someone to help you with all the steps and help you stay on track so that you don't make the mistakes that business coach has already made, because, well, that's what they're there for. That's what they're teaching you, so that you don't go down those same paths that they went down, so you can avoid making those same mistakes that they already conquered. That's why they're a business coach, because they're going to teach you and show you strategies and keep you off of the, when you come to that fork in the road, they'll help you know which way to choose, which way works best for you. Now, here's the thing. If you let fear manage your emotions, what can happen is super tragic. You know what that tragedy is? You give up. You quit. You quit on you. I don't know about you, but that just made me I got a lump in my throat just saying that. So don't quit. Instead, I want you to start thinking about these things. So I wrote them out. Number one, understand your fear. Look, fear is not unique to you. We are hardwired to question the unknown. Just don't let the fear of the unknown paralyze you from stepping into your greatness. Because if you think about it, is it fear that you won't succeed because you don't know how it's going to turn out? You like to feel like you're in control of every given situation? Well, guess what? You can't control what you can't control. All you can control is what you do. You cannot control situations, circumstances. It's going to happen the way it's going to happen. Only how you respond, how you show up, how you react. So be brave enough to allow yourself to stretch yourself and step into that uncomfortable place, outside of your comfort zone, so that you can truly go for it. Number two, find the cause of your fear. Maybe it stems from a childhood experience, or maybe you tried once before to start a business and you failed the first time and you quit. You never even went back and took a look at what worked and what didn't work. You didn't even think about, maybe I could tweak it and try again. So now you have that limiting belief that if you try again, it won't work. You're already talking yourself out of it because you feel that you have a proven track record of failing. Well, you did. You failed you. That's it. Failure is only when you give up on you. Number three, question your fear. Are you one to analyze until you're blue in the face and you set up all of these what ifs and what could scenarios in your head and you start amping up your fear? Maybe that's what you're doing. It's like you question, why am I so fearful of this? And fear is valid. We all are afraid of the unknown because we don't know how things are going to turn out. But if you're brave enough to just step into it and go for it, you have no idea what's on the other side. And you could surprise yourself. In fact, be pleasantly surprised. And stepping into your greatness is like part of that, really going for it. Number four, be okay to accept failing. Because you know what? You may fail the first 2 or 3 times. And you're thinking, wow, 2 or 3 times? I have to go through something 2 or 3 times before I get it right? Maybe. But if you're willing to take a look at what worked and what didn't work and tweak it and get back at it again, then you're truly not failing. You'll be allowing yourself to use it as a lesson learned to make something bigger and better. In fact, the things that you had done before, all of a sudden you start thinking, you know what? This is going to be so much better. And you actually turn that into your reality. And it is better because you allowed yourself. You didn't give up. Number 5, embrace change. So one of my favorite lines is from Tom Sawyer, the song Tom Sawyer by Rush, who's actually my favorite band. I love this line from that song. Changes aren't permanent, but change is. I love that. Retrain your brain. Be okay to pivot. For every negative thought, create a positive thought. Sorry. Be okay with pivoting. I'm getting ahead of myself. Be okay with pivoting. Maybe what you started out with is just a stepping stone to something bigger and better. Like I said, you'll never know unless you try, and you'll only fail if you give up on you. And last but not least is mindset is key. Practice mindfulness. You create your reality by what you think about and gravitate to the most. So if you're always thinking it's never going to work, it's not. If you always think that you're not good enough, then you won't be. You see where I'm going with this? You have to start retraining your brain. For every negative thought, create a positive thought. Change I can't to I can. Change I won't to I will. Bottom line is this: if you want to live a life you love and love the life you're living, then you have to learn to be fearless and willing to step into the unknown, stepping outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes that's just by going for it. Just go for it. I know it's scary. Listen, me doing this, being on live on social media, when I first started doing it, I was terrified because once it's out there, it's out there. And I thought, well, who even cares to hear what I have to say? But you keep showing up and showing me that you are interested in what I have to say, that I am resonating with you in some way. So I was able to just get out of my head, step out of my comfort zone, and step into the unknown and just go for it. Now, if there's one thing I always come back to is Mel Robbins. She's got a book called The 5-Second Rule, and it's basically just counting backwards from 5. You just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just go for it. You don't question it. You don't go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, what do I do? No, you just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and snap, you're at it. You just do it. And so by doing that, you're allowing yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. You're giving yourself the courage, the ability, being brave, and just going for it and saying, you know what, I am worth it. I can do this, right? I'm going to leave you with a quote, which is really cool. It's from John Lennon. He says, there are 2 basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. I love that quote. I love the fact that, okay, being in love, okay, with someone else, fabulous. But how about being in love with you? Love yourself. You know, be in love with the person that you are and allow yourself to be brave and step out of your comfort zone into the unknown. Don't allow fear to manage your emotions, because yes, it is powerful. And our emotions are more powerful than our thoughts. And sometimes our emotions, we won't even allow ourselves to listen to reason. We won't even let logic have a seat at the table and help us to work through things. So learning to go through, identify, like really understand your fear, find the cause of your fear, question your fear, be okay with accepting failing the first time, 2 or 3 times, and getting back at it because you're not going to give up on yourself. Learn to embrace change because change is okay. And change will never stay the same. It's not permanent, again, like from the song, because things change every day, every minute. And make sure your mindset, that you're really working on your mindset. Practice putting yourself in the right frame of mind. For every negative thought, come up with something positive. So again, I can to I can't to I can, I won't to I will. I hope that this was helpful for you. And I ask please that you just share my video to help me help others. Again, if this was something that resonated with you, drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you want to talk more. So just DM me personally and we'll set up a call, 15 minutes. Let's talk. Maybe you just need to hear something that maybe you're not thinking about, and it'll point you in the right direction. And I'd be happy to help you. Maybe you need to have more of a community. So you want to become part of my manage your triggers community. And that maybe we can talk about that and see if you're a right fit for that, because that's where you'll get more information daily and weekly, and support, and just challenging your challenges to like stretch you outside of your comfort zone, to make you that person that you want to be, to be able to step into your greatness, to be that person that you want to be, to show up as that person that you want to be your best self. So yes, I'd love to hear from you. I'm also going to put my email address in there. So if maybe you want to just send me a quick email. Let's chat. Love to hear from you. And if there's any questions that you have, please feel free to let me know. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Leslie Gaudette. I am an empowerment coach. I help my clients learn to spot their triggers so that they can manage their emotions and get back to what's important, which is living a fabulous life. You don't want your emotions to drive your life. You want to be in the driver's seat. You want to be the one who is in charge and in control of your emotions, because you want to live the life of love you love, and you want to love the life you're living. So I hope that you have a great day, and I will get back to you again soon. Bye for now.